Good evening and welcome to Vlogmas day 24. I cannot believe tomorrow is Christmas Eve. When you're watching this video, it's Christmas Eve. Like, where did this month go? Actually, where did today go? I can only really think of 3 things that I did, but suddenly it's almost 7 o'clock. It is 6:45 and I intended to start this meal prep at like 3 or 4 this afternoon and get a few things together tonight to have ready for tomorrow, and like I said, next thing I knew, it's 6:45. So quick update from earlier today, I met up with my mom this morning to drop my sister with her so that she could then go up north to my mom's house. And then I shopped for probably like an hour and a half trying to tie up all of my loose ends for Christmas, and also picked up a couple things that for this meal prep. And then this afternoon, while I was doing some computer work, editing and stuff like that, a car slid off of the road. It was snowing really bad this afternoon. Car slid off the road and into my yard. My brother and I had to help push her car out of our yard. It was crazy. And then I don't know, it seems like it went from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Like, I don't know, it was like I looked up from my computer and all of a sudden it was dark outside and I was like, need to get working on my meal prep. Long story short, I'm going to try to get this meal prep done tonight, but I typically go to bed at like 9 o'clock and I don't think I can get all of this done in 2 hours. So I think my plan is to get as much as I can done tonight and then wake up really early tomorrow morning, and I'll probably include anything I do tomorrow morning will probably get tacked onto this video, even though technically it'll be a different day. Whatever, we made it to the end of Vlogmas, so. And for this meal prep, I had so many ideas of different things I could take to holiday parties, and I ended up deciding on 2 things that I think will be pretty easy, a dinner and a dessert. For my dinner, I am going to make my lentil loaf shepherd's pie and make them into mini muffins. I did that last year and me and one of my brothers ended up eating like the whole batch. They were so good. So I'm going to do that again this year. And I think that will be pretty easy to make the lentil loaf base, have that cooked, have the potatoes cooked and mashed and separated, and then tomorrow morning I can make the muffins, cook them in the oven, and have them fresh. And then for my dessert, I'm going to do like the chickpea raw cookie dough type of dip. My sister's made this a lot of times and gave me some tips on it, so I think I'm ready to tackle this on my own. I'm probably gonna try 2 different flavors, like a cinnamon maple syrup brown sugar type of flavor, and then like your traditional like chocolate chip cookie dough. So I decided I would just go ahead and cook this entire jar of chickpeas. That way I can make a couple different batches of the dessert cookie dough stuff. And then if I have extra, I have no problem eating chickpeas. So one thing I did read in a recipe online was they said that doing your chickpeas from dry in the Instant Pot gives a better flavor, a less beany flavor than using a canned chickpea. So my first step in this meal prep is going to be cooking these chickpeas in the Instant Pot. Not sure if I'll get to blend any of the flavors up tonight, but if I have the chickpeas cooked and ready to go for tomorrow, that will make it a lot easier. Honestly, I'm getting so tired that maybe I should just make it a goal to cook the chickpeas, cook the potatoes to prep for mashing, and cook the lentils, and just have all that ready to go. The other thing I would need to do would be chop all the vegetables for the lentil loaf and measure out all the spices and stuff like that. And then cook those vegetables and blah, blah, blah. Oh, my eyes are watering from all my yawning. So I don't know. I guess the first thing I'm going to do is get these cooking, and I really do need to sit down and eat some dinner, but I'm worried that's going to make me even more tired. I better just get going because I've been talking to the camera for almost 10 minutes and now it's even closer to 7 o'clock, so. Well, as I predicted, I ate my dinner while my beans cooked, and now I am even more tired. I just look at myself, I look so tired. So I'm gonna cut myself some slack and say, it's okay, Elisha. You can get up early tomorrow and get your meal prep done. I just hope that that's true. I do still have one more errand to run tomorrow on Christmas Eve, but besides that, really all I need to do is my meal prep, make my food to take over to my family's tomorrow evening. Oh, but I was also supposed to color my hair tomorrow. I'm just not gonna get overwhelmed if I don't end up getting my hair dyed. That'll be sad, but whatever. I have to remind myself that I will also have time Christmas morning before I need to go see my family, so I can wrap presents and things like that Christmas morning as well. I don't need to get everything done tomorrow morning. It'll all be okay. I'm so tired. I can't. Honestly, am I too tired to be stressed out right now? That's how I'm feeling. I'm like, yeah, I got a lot to do, but what I really need is sleep. Well, I am proud of myself for making it all the way until Vlogmas day 24, second to last day, before I didn't get a video filmed on that day. I mean, long story short, tried to get the meal prep started tonight, got one thing done, and now I think I'm gonna get ready to head for bed and just get up a little bit extra early tomorrow. Okay, I think that is enough rambling for tonight. The entire point was I need some rest. I'm going to finish my meal prep tomorrow. But I do need to take care of these beans tonight, and they are still hot. These look good. This is my first time cooking garbanzo beans in the Instant Pot. They look really good. Well, now it is officially 8 o'clock and I'm feeling pretty burnt out. I'm just gonna go to bed, and that's my final answer. Good morning and welcome back to Vlogmas day 24. I just got my potatoes all peeled and I'm about to pressure cook them in my Instant Pot. Next step in this meal prep is working on my lentil loaf, so I'll post a link to the video with the full recipe for this. But I've got some water here with 1 cup of lentils waiting to go in when that starts boiling. And I'm about to turn this pan on, add some veggie broth. And then I'm gonna cook all the vegetables that go in the lentil loaf. So that was an onion, about a cup of carrots, a cup of celery, and then an 8-ounce package of mushrooms. As soon as my lentils and my veggies are done cooking, I have everything else ready to go to put together the rest of the lentil loaf. So I've got all my spices with a 1/2 cup of oats in here, and then my other 1/2 cup of oats that will go in separately to not get ground up in the Ninja with all the spices and veggies. So lentils usually take 15 to 20 minutes to cook, so while I'm waiting for all of this to get done, I'm gonna go ahead and mash up my potatoes with some oat milk and some seasonings. I am calling this meal prep complete. I now have all the pieces together for me to be able to assemble food to take over to my family's later and have it be hot and fresh. This is the glaze I mixed up for my lentil loaf, basically equal parts of ketchup and barbecue sauce, and then just a little bit of sriracha, because one of my sisters is sensitive, and when I put too much sriracha in this sauce, she can always tell me it's spicy. So glaze, we're ready to go. Here is the base for my lentil loaf muffins. I think it looks really good today. I think I did a few less pulses in my Ninja, so I think the vegetables are a little chunkier. I think that's what I like about the looks of it today. And the final piece of my lentil loaf shepherd's pie muffins, my mashed potatoes. For spices in here, I used salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and black garlic powder, and then oat milk. And I like to mash these by hand for this recipe so that the top of the muffin is a little bit lumpier and then it gets a little brown and crispy and delicious. And then all my chickpeas that I cooked so I can make my raw cookie dough dip later, or dessert hummus, like whatever it turns into is what I'm gonna call it. And I'm definitely going to do a few different flavors, just try like 1 cup of chickpeas, try to make a flavor, see how it tastes, and yeah, it'll be a little bit of an experiment. I thought this was a pretty simple meal prep when I started planning it, but then when I started executing it, I started realizing it was a little more work than I thought. So that will wrap up Vlogmas day 24. I cannot believe there is only 1 day left. I'm not exactly sure what I'll be doing for my final Vlogmas video. I'll need to put together some of my food and then go visit my family, so we'll see where the day takes us. But thank you for joining me for day 24, and I hope to see you back tomorrow for day 25. Be well.